Hey everyone, it's Chris, also known as LordZirk on YouTube. Um, I got this video as a request from my friend, the Canadian Neo, and this is not a Draw My Life, but it's still a kind of a biography video, just like those Draw My Life ones. Um, and well, let's just get started. Now I'm 22 years old, so we'll get back to that. I was born on the 19th of September, 1993. At the age of 2, my parents, my dad and my mom, divorced. My mom married a guy 3 years after, and at the same time as my mom and dad divorced, my grandmother, the mother of my mother, passed away. So I don't remember her at all. The problem was that as my parents lived separately, things started happening. Although in kindergarten, it wasn't really very bad. It all started when I started school in the year of 2000. I became a bit of a bully, but also I was bullied myself. In the summer of must have been 2001. Yeah, 2001. In the summer of 2001, I was I was taken out of my first school because of the bullying. I went to another school, and the first 6 months it went well, but after that, I started being bullied again, and the teachers were completely incompetent and didn't do anything about it. My mom wouldn't do anything about it because she didn't believe me. But eventually I got thrown out of there because I took it upon myself as an 8-year-old kid, 8, 9, 10-year-old kid, to be thrown out from that place because I really did not want to be there. Finally, after a year's struggle, it happened, and as I then came back to the old school that I was at, I was lucky. Again, the first 6 months, it all went well. That was in 2003. Again, the first 6 months, actually the end of 2000. Yes, 2003. The end of 2003. It all went well the first half a year up until after the summer holidays, where everything started going again. Bullying came back, and I had changed dramatically from being a kind of a bully myself that just wanted to defend myself to someone who was constantly being put down by all the others, and it was really nasty mental abuse. Finally, in the autumn of 2005, I got into a special class, and I was there up until I graduated in 2010. And that was where it finally started going better. I lost weight. That special school there, they made sure that the other students and me got a lot of exercise there, and they really kept ourselves motivated, and it was really good. In 2009, on the 8th of December 2009, I was doing self-defense, and my uncle and my aunt on my dad's side, my dad's sister and her husband, they were the trainers there, and I had to attack my uncle, and we still don't know what happened, but my uncle broke my leg. Well, uncle. And yeah, shit happens. So, Christmas 2009 up until 10. You can imagine what I was wearing on my leg. Well, in any case, through time there, it started going better, but it was so boring. Finally, I actually figured out how much I needed my leg, because normally also I know it was good for exercise and everything, with all the exercise and running and everything that we did in the special school. The problem was that I always hated it, but I knew it was good. But when my leg was encased and everything because it was broken, and not even a week after that had happened, I was thinking, holy crap, I wanna run, I wanna move, I wanna walk, I hate sitting down. I was about to stress out from actually just sitting there on my flat and doing nothing. Doing on my flat, you know what. But, well, I can walk today, so. In 2010, where I graduated, shortly after I went to a boarding school. And that was the best school year I ever had. I still have some very, very, very good lifelong friends from there. And, we still talk today. We still see each other. And now that's 6 years ago. Almost. 5.5. In 2011 to 12, I went to another school. It was some kind of a course that was just trying out several different things. So you kind of got an idea with what were they doing when working with mechanics, what were they doing when they were working with electronics, what were they doing when they worked with wood, and so on, so on, so on, so on. Eventually I decided that I wanted to become an electrician, but I knew that math grades had to be high. So I went to another school for adults. I could because that was in 2013 to 14, and that was when I turned. Oh, sorry, that was in 2012 to 13, and that was when I was turning 19. So the fact of the matter is that I went there, but the teachers were completely incompetent. Some of them. Sometimes when you asked for their help because there was something you didn't understand in math or whatever it was, sometimes they would be like, yeah, no worries, I'll be there. And then you didn't see them for half an hour. And then they came back with a cup of coffee or whatever it was. It was really, really bad. I made several complaints, but nothing helped. Because the people in the office were on the side of the teachers. They weren't on the side of, of the students. 2013 to 14, I went on the electrician course. But there I actually figured out, I always knew that I had a learning disability, but I didn't figure out actually what extent it was until I was actually on that electrician course. So there was a problem, because I couldn't keep up with the others. Eventually, though, I did whatever I could, but trying to calculate ohm and currents and volts and, hertz, everything there, it was just completely making this one here, boom! But I managed to get through it. In 2014, though, I got a girlfriend who was living 2,500 kilometers away from me. But we're still together today, and in actually only 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks, we have our 2-year anniversary. You've seen her in a video as well. It's named Proof That Distant Relationships Work. But yeah. But I didn't pass the electrician course that I was on from 2013 to 14, so I went back there in the summer 2014 up until the summer 2015. And I said to myself that I would finish what I started. Why did I just hear Kylo Ren in my head from the trailer of The Force Awakens, which, by the way, I bought this weekend in the steel case. In any case, I decided that I wanted to go there and complete it. And I did, because now I had the advantage that I kind of knew what it was that I went into. I didn't find an apprenticeship, though, but I have a good contact in the family who is a very close friend of my parents who could get me into one of the bigger companies as long as I would choose to work with storaging and forklifts and trucks and everything. So I decided to do that. And that's what I'm doing now. From after Christmas, from the 18th of January 2016 up until now. But also in 2014, on that second electrician course that I was on, in the autumn of 2014, something really bad happened to my girlfriend, and so I took the initiative to say, you know what, screw this, I'm going there. It was my first time flying, and I was terrified of those things. All I did was I only did it because of our love. And I managed. And that was kind of what saved the relationship. It was kind of what made us both really, really fight for what we wanted. Because now we actually knew that it was possible. So, and the great thing was that I told my teacher about it back then, and he actually said that I should go and do it. So that was a cool thing. But as I said, now I'm on the transportation education line, and just today actually I drove around on an electrically driven forklift, which is the first time I've actually done that. So that was a bit of a surprise. Not really being used to that when only being used to driving the gas ones and the diesel ones. So it was a bit of a new thing, but also because a truck that is driven by electricity, by a huge 24-volt battery, it doesn't say anything. You don't know if you started it, you don't know what's going on, and all of a sudden you press the speeder and it moves. So, yeah, that was pretty fun. Well, in any case, I'll probably be uploading new video tomorrow already, so, yeah. But until then, I wish you all to have a great evening, and may the force be with you. This was my biography, LordZirk, or Chris, as you can call me as well. By the way, I might also tell you where LordZirk actually comes from. The name itself, I mean. Because it's actually pretty funny. I couldn't really find out a nickname when I was about 10 or 11 years old. I never could find a proper nickname, and I thought it was boring. So, in the end, my friend, a really good loyal friend of mine that I've known since I was 7, by the way, was named Jacob. He and I are still really, really good friends today. His name is Compaxi on YouTube. You should look him up, but he hasn't been active for a long time. The same with the Canadian Neo, but he's active constantly. But the fact of the matter is that he figured out that we should put Lord in front of it. And actually, Zirk is pretty much just the name Chris reversed, and then with different letters to spell it. So, in some ways you could say Lord Chris. But again, the name was made when I was 11 years old, and I made my YouTube account far before 2010, that's for sure. Oh. But yeah. Well guys, that was it for this time. I hope you liked the biography, I hope I didn't bore you out too much. And see you next time, and may the force be with you. Take care.